He didn't raise his voice. He didn't insult her directly. He didn't look angry. He leaned back slightly, crossed his arms, smiled faintly, and said it like he was stating a fact. "You're crazy." Not as an attack, as a diagnosis. And in that exact moment, something shifted. Not visibly, not dramatically, but internally. Something cracked. Because when someone you trust tells you that your reality is wrong, your mind does something dangerous. It starts listening. If you've ever replayed conversations until you couldn't tell what really happened, apologized just to end the tension, doubted your emotions around one specific person, felt clear alone, but confused with them. This story will feel personal, because manipulation doesn't feel like abuse while you're inside it. It feels like you're failing as a person. In the beginning, he felt safe. Not exciting, not dramatic. Safe. He listened when she spoke. He remembered things others forgot. He mirrored her values, her humor, her pain. When she opened up, he leaned in. When she hesitated, he reassured her. He made her feel understood, and that's important, because manipulation doesn't start with control. It starts with trust. People imagine manipulators as aggressive, loud, obvious, but the most dangerous ones feel familiar, comforting, like home. The first strange moment felt insignificant. She mentioned something he said earlier. He frowned slightly and replied, "I never said that." She paused. Maybe he forgot. She laughed it off. But something lingered. Later that night, she replayed the moment. Why did it feel off? That question stayed longer than it should have. Soon it wasn't one moment. It was several. She remembered plans. He denied them. She remembered promises. He said she imagined them. And every time she tried to clarify, he reacted the same way. Not defensive. Tired. As if she was exhausting. That reaction matters, because confusion alone is manageable. Confusion paired with shame is control. He never yelled. He stayed calm. And calmness is persuasive. Because we're taught that calm equals truth. So when he said, "You're overthinking. You're too sensitive. You always twist things," she believed him, because her emotions made her feel unreliable, and his calm made him feel authoritative. Slowly, she stopped correcting him. She started questioning herself instead. Did I say that wrong? Did I misremember? Am I exaggerating? She started apologizing before being accused. She started shrinking. And every time she did, he gained more control. Because manipulation isn't about domination. It's about self-erasure. Gaslighting works because it targets something most people never question. Their memory, their perception, their instincts. Once those are compromised, reality becomes negotiable. And whoever controls the narrative controls the relationship. He never told her to stop seeing friends. He just said, "They don't really understand you. They're filling your head with nonsense. They don't want you happy." Eventually, she pulled away. Not because she was forced, but because she wanted peace. That's the most effective prison. One where the victim locks the door themselves. After arguments, he withdrew. No reassurance, no affection, no warmth, just silence. And silence is unbearable when someone has trained you to need their approval. So she apologized, even when she didn't know why. Because relief only came when he forgave her. That's not love. That's conditioning. Eventually, he stopped explaining. He labeled crazy, unstable, dramatic, paranoid. Because once you believe that label, you stop defending yourself. You start monitoring yourself. You become smaller. That was the goal. She stopped trusting her instincts. She stopped expressing emotions. She stopped feeling safe in her own mind. And the scariest part? She blamed herself for all of it. Because manipulation doesn't say, "I'm hurting you." It says, "You're hurting yourself." One day she found proof. A message. Something he said never happened. There it was. Undeniable. Her hands shook, not from relief, but from fear, because the truth wasn't comforting. It was devastating. She realized this wasn't accidental. Gaslighting isn't lying. It's systematic reality erosion. They don't want you angry. They want you unsure, because unsure people seek guidance. And manipulators love being the authority. You didn't miss the signs because you were weak. You missed them because you were empathetic. You questioned yourself because you care about fairness. They don't. That's the imbalance. The moment she stopped explaining herself, the manipulation weakened. The moment she trusted her instincts, the fog lifted. And when she stopped needing his validation, he panicked. Because manipulators don't lose power loudly. They lose it quietly. If someone calls you crazy for reacting to their behavior, pause. Ask yourself, who benefits from you doubting yourself? Healthy people don't destroy your reality to feel secure. Gaslighting only works while you doubt yourself. The moment you stop, the illusion collapses. If this story felt familiar, you were never broken. You were manipulated. And seeing the truth is where control ends.